Yes, thanks for listening. This is something that I want to make emphasis on. The fonts and chiefs of Southern Cameroon have taken upon themselves to support the regime that is oppressing their people, a regime that is killing, genociding, massacring their people, and they have no remorse to support this regime. Imagine 8 years to 9 years of a war, ongoing war that have done all kinds of atrocities on the people. The chiefs have no problem with that. They go ahead, endorse the regime in power, and say he has to run for re-election for this same year. But but the issue is that the chiefs have diverted their attention from being custodians of the people to politicians. Okay, and when you look at what they are doing, endorsing somebody who has been in power for 42 years, you don't think about the plight of your own people. You are the custodian of your people. You are not the custodian of the regime. The bishops, the clergymen told Pobia face on. They told Pobia that please, it's time for you to go. But the chiefs are there. The chiefs that have been divided, the house of chief have been divided. You have the northwest chief, the southwest chief, these funds, these northwest funds, southwest funds, they have been divided. Before we had just one house. That house was the house of chiefs in Boya. But now when Northwest chief come with their own thing, Northwest fund come with their own thing, Southwest chief come with that's how now they are divided. And that is the way La Republic wanted them to be. So that when this one say this one say this. They have been weakened. They have been weakened. Look at how many countries have said. I think Burkina Faso has just said that President Traore has just said that the chiefs should stay out of politics because they have derailed their objective. Instead of being the custodians of the people, they said they want to be instead. Now, let's look at what has been going on for these few years of the crisis in Southern Cameroon. The chiefs are toothless bulldog. They cannot say anything, whether what happened to their people, the killings, the scorched policy of the Cameroon military, everything is going on. But they go ahead, they are still endorsing somebody. Now, look at the when I listened to the video of one of the guys who say he's the president of the House of Chief, he was saying that the food that they eat is not even, they don't know where the food is coming from. Fonts and chief, how can you eat a food that I remember back in the days, before you go to the chief's palace, before you even go to how do you even know what the chief is eating? Or the fawn is eating? How do you know? You see, the culture have been diminished. That even the food that I hear the president of whether it's chairman or president of the House of Chiefs, House of Funds, they say Northwest House of Chief, or I don't know. But he was crying that they don't even know, they don't even have any agenda. The House of Chiefs back then were the ones that were making decision. They were decision makers. You don't just put people. That is why we are talking about the issue of these thing they call Grand National Dialogue. The resolutions that came out of the Grand National. So it's just on paper. So this House of Chiefs is something that, because when you compare the House of Chiefs now and the House of Chiefs back then, when these guys were decision makers, they were influencers, they were the custodians of the people. They represented the people. They were not just people who go and sit and start making conversations, talking left and right without any, you know. These are people who were decision makers. But look at today. Can you compare? Can you compare and contrast the Ambazonian people said they have banned elections because they are not the grievances of the 9 years of civil strife has not been resolved. You guys go ahead and endorse keep endorsing this guy called Paul Biya. When you endorse this guy, you give him because you are giving him the opportunity to keep doing what they're doing. The one person that was killed, one journalist that was killed in Central Province called Martin Nzogo. The chiefs of Central Province came out. They came out and said, hey, if we don't hear answers from this, something will happen. What happened? The government of Cameroon had to arrest people for one journalist. But our own force and chiefs know of Wazizi. This is a journalist too from southern Cameroon that has been disappeared. The family of Wazizi contacted me the other day. They were telling me that they don't even know where Wazizi was buried. They don't know what happened to Wazizi. They don't know. The government has never given Wazizi's corpse to them. This is a journalist that was killed the same way like Martin Nzogo. This is something that the chiefs and FON can say, hey, we don't want this kind of disappearances because many Saudi Cameroonians we have seen mass graves, mass killing, everything. All these things happen in the eyes of these chiefs and FONs. But they are all toothless bulldog. The other chief in Douala the FON in Douala that was going to give Etofis Ntumfoin, the title of Ntumfoin. He faced backlash because of the title that he gave to somebody who you don't even consult the other chiefs and FONs. You just give titles like that to people. And that is the problem because they don't respect the culture anymore. They don't understand. And they have made it such a way that they can give titles to anybody without even knowing the consequences of those titles. When they give title to Paul Biya, FON of FON, Paul Biya went to Boya, chief of chief. They gave him chief of chief. They did not understand that Paul Biya is taking all their inheritance because FON of FON means the FON is more than you. Chief of chief is more than you. This is overall. And now you are crying because he has taken all your powers. How can you do to withdraw it back? No, you are instead giving him more leverage to continue the killing. See what happened in Pinyin just 2 days ago. The military went there, did everything they can. But you guys need to stand up for your people. You represent your people, just like parliamentarians who are elected officials. You represent the people. You don't represent anybody. You represent the people. That is why the people put you there. And the people can move you at any time. That's what we have to understand. The people can take you out any time. It is just unbearable when we see things happening and you say, wow. FONs and chiefs, they live in Yaoundé and Douala. They abandon their people, abandon their palaces, and they go and live in luxurious houses in Douala and Yaoundé. They turn it into their palaces. That's not their palace. Go back to your villages, go back to your towns, go back to your palaces before the people can say, yes, this is our FONs. Stop staying in foreign land, carrying your inheritages to foreign land and claim that you are the chief of that land. No. Go back home, represent your people, fight for your people, speak for your people. Stop being toothless bulldogs. Yes. It's just too much, and you guys need to stop all this nonsense. Stop endorsing someone who is old, is frail, and cannot do anything.